Hey, I'm back with another story time. And this story time is going to be about my rabbit Snoopy and the first two birds I got. Okay, so here it goes. When I was a kid, I used to live in a house in the basement with my parents, and my grandparents had the top floor. And one day, my father, he got me a rabbit, and we named him Snoopy. And also, one day, my father got me a bird. Got me two birds. One was named Nippy, and the other one was named Tweety. So after we got the birds and everything, Tweety and Nippy were lovers. The one Tweety was a green bird, and Nippy was a blue bird, and they were parakeets. So you could teach parrots and parakeets and cockatoos to talk too. You get a tape recorder and stuff and play it back, they would start to talk. But anyway, the parakeet one day, Tweety flew on the rabbit cage, and the rabbit bit her foot off. And my father tried to put the toe and glue it back together, but it didn't work. The bird wound up dying. I was crying. I was upset. I was hurt because I really was attached to the animal. And even though it was a bird, I was attached to that bird. I love it. But she died. I remember my father putting her in the freezer. And I guess we had a little funeral for her and everything. But that really hurted me. But it was an animal. I let it go. I forgave the rabbit. The rabbit is an animal. So, animals do what animals do. So after that, um, one day we got another bird. And then we got Creamy. Creamy was an all white bird with red eyes. And she was a parakeet. Creamy and Nippy had babies. They had a boy named Christopher and a girl named Flower. Christopher looked like the sky. He was blue and white. And Flower looked like the Flower looked like her father, but the top of her head was orange and the top of her father's head was yellow. But she looked just like her father. And Christopher looked like himself. Christopher, we thought he was a girl, so we named him Christina, but we changed his name to Christopher. So, Tweety and Nippy, Creamy and Nippy had, sex a couple of times. They had sex in front of us, and she got pregnant with the babies. But she had babies, she had eggs before, and my father didn't know what to do. We didn't really know how to handle them. So when you touch a bird's eggs and they get your scent, they kill the egg. They eat the egg, they eat the yolk before that baby's even born, to be honest with you. And also, we had a rabbit named Snoopy. And the rabbit, we taught the rabbit how to play dead and play fetch. He would play fetch, he would play dead, he would be in the backyard sometime. My grandfather, he liked the rabbit, and the rabbit would be upstairs running and stuff like that. It was a good rabbit. He was a very good rabbit. He bit my finger, and I cried. I was a kid, and I had to put. I remember I put Vaseline on my finger, and everything, and it, it was bleeding a little. It was a little cut, but that little cut is gone. And that's when I was a kid. That was like 2002, 2003, 2001. I was in public school. I wasn't a teenager. I wasn't working. Nothing. Those were the good old days in public school. But anyway, I love animals. I love pets, and if again, I might get another rabbit, and my father, we are thinking about getting some parakeets. But right now, we have a dog and we have a cat. So that's something to think about. But it was a good experience, and we gave the birds to my father's friend on his job, his coworker. The remaining birds, and some of them pass away, but some of them live, and then he brings, like, he'll buy another parakeet if one died because he likes birds too. He loved birds, and he's from the Caribbean. He's Jamaican, so they like animals and stuff and birds, and So he has it, and we asked him how's the birds doing and everything, and he would tell us and everything. We haven't heard from him in a long time, but I went on with my life, But if I had the chance to get another bird and another rabbit, I would do it again. Okay, all right. Good night.